What patterns did I notice about the strong-willed child that made me change my entire parenting? Well, I knew they were huge on autonomy. It was more about, I want to be in control of my life and I want to have a say. And I realized that this superpower they had clashed with their immature brain. But this kid was also only interested in getting an A+. They didn't just want to study to build their character. And those swimming lessons, the original reason for the big blow up is because my son saw no point in swimming lessons. He didn't want to become an Olympic swimmer. He was satisfied with the level he was at, and that's all he wanted to do. This kid doesn't actually have a problem with authority. They have a problem with the way authority speaks to them. They don't want to control you. They just don't want you to control everything in their life. They're very intelligent. They know that hitting is wrong and lying is wrong, and they know they have to do their homework. They don't need you to tell them a TEDx lecture about gratefulness and how lucky they are. They're obsessed with humor and being silly. They're intrigued by brain stimulation and pushing them a little bit more than they can handle so they feel a challenge. And they love options. I remember the very first time I gave my son an option. So I had written down, would you like to shower now or at 6:30? And I remember practicing it and delivering it to him, to which he just looked at me and said, 7 o'clock, because of course this kid doesn't take option A or B, they make up their own option. But that was how ingrained I was into just telling a kid what to do and expecting them to say okay. So at this point in life, that's where it took me. It took me down the road of learning scripts, learning hacks, understanding tips and ideas about how to get this kid to listen to you. But something was still missing, because after a few times or a few tweaks, things would go back again to the yelling and constant arguing. Then I realized what was missing. Watch for the next part.